If you're a music producer and you want to quit your 9 to 5, be able to travel the world and make 5, 10, even 20,000 a month, there's a much faster way than trying to blow up off placements. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what it is so you can implement it immediately, because most producers are playing the wrong game. One of the greatest investors of all time, Charlie Munger, has a great way of viewing things. It's called inverse thinking. So instead of asking yourself, how can I succeed? Ask yourself, why do most people fail? So let's ask that. Why do most producers stay broke? Because it's not a talent problem. There's a million resources out online where you can improve your skills. And it's not a connection issue, because nowadays with social media, you can really get in touch with anyone you want. The biggest problem is because it's a skill issue. Think about it like this. Let's say you were trying to build a house and you don't know how to pour the foundation, lay it brick by brick, do the wiring, the cable, all of that. What's going to happen to the house? It's going to collapse, right? And that's what most producers are doing with their career. They're trying to juggle 150 skills from content creation, marketing, networking, type beats, ads, funnels, etc. The list goes on. And when you're trying to learn 10 skills at 10%, at the end of the day, you just shit at 10 things. And that's why progress feels slow, and it feels like why you're on that hamster wheel. So if your goal is financial, time, location freedom, you don't need to master 10 skills. You need to master one skill that businesses are willing to pay for. Because at the end of the day, money is just value delivered. So you have two options. Number one, keep chasing placements, splitting the royalties between 5, 6 people, waiting 6 months for the song to drop, then hoping it releases and does well, then waiting 9 months for royalties to come in. Or option two is to learn a high income skill, get paid consistently, then use that money to funnel it into your music career. Which option sounds more stable? If I was a music producer starting out today, I wouldn't even think about going into music full time. I would learn high ticket sales without hesitation, because at the end of the day, sales is the backbone of life. On a job interview, you're selling yourself. On a date with a girl or a guy, I don't discriminate, you're selling yourself. When you're talking to artists or producers, you're selling yourself to them. And same with these labels, you're selling yourself onto why they should sign you. So at the end of the day, sales is the backbone of life. One of my mentors told me, if you learn how to sell, you'll never be broke again. And unlike placements where you have to wait 6 months to get paid, even 9 months, you get paid immediately. And when I say sales, I don't mean door knocking or calling people who aren't even interested or don't even know who you are. This is calling people who have opted into something. They've put in their phone number, they've put in their email, and want you to call them to determine if it is a good fit. Or it might be speaking to people over DMs on someone else's account in turn to book them into a call so that they can determine if it is a good fit. It's the same way that artists need producers, these businesses need salespeople. And you already have the skill set. You DM people, you build relationships, and you understand how to deliver value. You're just not leveraging yourself in the right vehicle. There are producers right now making 2 to 3K, 5K, even 10K a month from their laptop. And it's not because they blew up. It's not because they had a song with Drake. It's because they learned that one skill of sales, was able to market themselves to these businesses, and now made a shit ton of money. And when you help these businesses make a shit ton of money, you're going to get paid a shit ton of money. For me personally, I was doing exactly what all producers are doing nowadays, working 2 jobs, trying to balance, trying to make money, any type of money from music, from going to sessions, working with artists who I didn't even like, who I didn't even care about, anything for a beat sale. I was just desperate to make money and try and make money off music and do it full time. But everything shifted once I learned sales. Now I'm able to travel the world whenever I want. Last year, I went to LA, New York, Miami, Paris, Spain. Now, and I live in London myself now, and I can do whatever I want. I'm using this money that I'm making to funnel it into my music career by traveling, investing into better equipment, networking. And I'm not attached to like making money off music anymore. Like I don't need to go to a session till 5 o'clock in the morning when I've got work at 7 o'clock. I don't need to do that now. It gives me that time, location, and financial freedom. So here's the uncomfortable truth you don't want to hear. If you're a beginner producer and your goal is to have financial freedom, the worst thing you can do is get into music full time. Entrepreneurship is a long game. Skill acquisition is a short game. Learn a high income skill, get paid, use that money to funnel it into your music career. So if you're serious about quitting your job, making money consistently wherever in the world to be able to fund your music career, then high ticket sales is the fastest bridge or the fastest path that I know. And if you want help mapping out what it would look like specifically for you as a music producer, there's a link to book in a call with me down below. It's no pressure. But if you're tired of staying broke, chasing placements, then it might be time for a new game.